Traumatized by her mother's death, young Susan is becoming possessed by the same demon that possessed her mother before she died. This week on a podcast from Beneath, we go all the way back to 1983 for Mausoleum.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. The unburied dead are coming back to life, seeking human victims.
And we have a special guest this week. You may have heard of this guy before. He's been on the show before. Mr. Poe. How's it going, sir?
Yes, I'm here. I'm happy y'all invited me again. This movie is interesting, so I'm looking forward to talking with you guys about it.
We love having you on here. Before we get to, well, actually, I'll go ahead and do this. Billy, how you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Pretty good. He's pretty good. Yeah. So let's go back to Mr. Poe. You have, since you've been on here the last time, you have a new adventure. If you want to tell everybody about that.
Yeah, for sure. I have the Sci-Fi Sideshow. It is a program. You can only find it on B-Movie TV, and B-Movie TV you can only find it on Roku. But Sunday nights, 8 p.m. I have a lot of fun doing that, and we show just old sci-fi B movies. I introduce it, and then at the end talk about little points about the movie that I thought were either funny or interesting. And yeah, I have a great time doing it, man.
So you're like the Joe Bob of sci-fi.
Or the Elvira.
Well, there you go, the Elvira. I'll picture that one. I would rather picture that
one. Me too. I think I'd rather be the Elvira.
No, but congratulations on getting it. That's pretty cool that you have a TV show.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem. So, 1983 Mausoleum. Since Mr. Poe, you're the guest, we'll let you go first. Just give us because this is the first time you'd seen this movie, so this will be like your initial thoughts. What do you think about this movie?
I'm a big fan of these kinds of movies, especially from the 80s. The special effect, practical effects in this, I really liked. John Carl Buechler was a part of it, so of course he's a master in that. I actually liked it. The story, it wasn't too crazy, but all in all, I enjoyed it. There were some parts I laughed at, that weren't intentionally supposed to be a comedy, type thing, but I enjoyed it, man. It was a good find, and I always appreciate when someone points me in a direction of a movie I've never seen before. So
right, yeah. So Billy, tell me how much you hated this movie.
Oh, I didn't hate it that much. I mean, what really annoyed me just was like the sound, like when nothing was happening, like that was annoying the shit out of me. I had to rewind it because all I was focusing on is that sound. It really, I got to
noise kind of in the background.
Yeah, I was like, come on. Like, no, I thought the effects were really good, especially when she was like ripping that woman in half. I thought that was really good. And then the effect where the guy gets killed at the mall.
Yeah.
I thought. I really liked how he falls. Yeah, that was a real good scene. Was this a foreign film?
It was not. I know we had talked about that before.
It looked like their voices was dubbed. It looked like.
Yeah, see, when I watched it, I didn't really get that. I didn't really see a lot of.
Maybe it was the way the sound was. Maybe.
I kind of can see where he's going with that. Just from, I guess it reminds you of those old foreign film, around that era. I guess just how it's shot and everything. I can get where you think that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but as far as I know, it's I'm pretty sure it was. I mean, it was shot in Los Angeles. It's a U.S. film, like so, and I'm pretty sure all the actors, as far as I know, are American.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could
This
just been a
film.
bad dub. Like like we were talking about before, you talking about the noise. Whenever I was looking up the
I think it was
information,
mostly the sound how it came out.
yeah. But when I was looking up the information, I guess even when they went to put out the DVD, um, they couldn't find the original prints of the film. So even the DVD, I believe, it's just a rip of the Betamax copy.
I wonder who took it. Like, I wonder if was it like a disgruntled employee? They were like, "Man, fuck them.
Yeah, I have
Like,
no idea.
no one will see the
Yeah.
light of day of this.
Yeah.
No one will
It's like,
see
throw
the
this
true
shit in the-
masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to get the Betamax version."
You know, it could be the greatest horror movie ever made, and we wouldn't know it.
It's sitting in some like trailer in the Arizona desert somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody's using
We'll
the.
find
Like,
it in storage wars. Like, it'll be in somebody's storage.
I've
They'll
been
buy,
using that
"Oh,
as an ashtray, you know.
yeah, the real
Storage
version
Wars.
of Mausoleum."
What? The original print? I'm a millionaire.
I've been keeping my toilet level with that thing.
I've been using it as a frisbee for my dog.
Well, here's a just I'm gonna get off topic for a minute. I remember watching some of the Simpsons episodes on DVD with commentary,
Uh-huh.
and one of the writers, or it may have been Matt Groening, was talking about how I guess they knew Kurt Russell, and when Kurt Russell was a kid, his dad worked at Disney and would bring home like original cells, that they drew on the animation on. And he would just bring them home to the kids, and they would like take them out in the garage and like use them to slide around on the floor with.
Oh my
So
God.
it's like all of that like history just like destroyed,
Nice. Oh man.
But yeah, Mausoleum, 1983. Like I said, I saw this in 1983 when it came out on the home video market, which at that time would have been Betamax. And when I rewatched it for this episode, I kept thinking that this is probably just gonna be a nostalgic. Like I remember it and liked it for nostalgic reasons, but watching it again, I still really enjoyed this movie. Of course, there was some stuff that I forgot about that happens in the movie, but I still really enjoyed it. Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. And of course, we'll get to the scenes that are memorable to me and some stuff that I forgot as we go through.
Okay.
So whenever the movie opens up, it's I'm assuming stock footage or I don't know where people got images back, freelance images, because we get Shutterstock now or whatever. But I don't know, where they. But that's what it looked like. It just looked like still pictures of like cemeteries. It was going back and forth between them as it was doing the credits. And then we cut to, which our main character is a kid, which is Susan, and I guess it's her and her aunt at the grave. I guess it's her mother's funeral.
Yeah. And they, I guess she runs off, or I can't remember what happens. Did her and her aunt get like in an argument or something, or she
she wanted to stay there with her mom and her.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She's like, no, you're coming home with me, and she takes off running, or she's just running through the graveyard. But the aunt is like, her reaction is like, this kid just ran out in traffic and got hit by a car.
Yeah.
She's just screaming, stop!
That's the impression I got. I'm like, golly, she's just running away. She's not like running into a fire or something.
She's afraid zombies gonna get her. No.
Yeah. But she does run into something worse than a car. She runs into some really bad overlay of like rain.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be just raining just on the mausoleum, and it's
Is she
horrible.
like staring
looking.
through the gates or something? What's
Yeah,
she
well,
doing?
when she first
Yeah.
walks up to it, it's just like, like I said, it's raining just on the mausoleum, and I guess something inside of there calls her to like walk up to it.
Have you noticed like kids in horror movies are a lot braver in real life because like there's no way something's saying my name from a fucking mausoleum.
Yeah, no shit.
Hey, I'm not going to investigate. I'm turning the other way.
Hell no.
But what if they had candy or cookies?
Yeah.
Hell no.
We've been warned about that, Carrie. We don't do that.
I mean, I wasn't a big sweets person. Like, maybe there's like, hey, we got some Ghostbuster toys. I'm like, all right.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
What you got? Egon? Shit, yeah. I'm missing him.
No, but when she goes in the mausoleum, I thought this scene looked really good. The interior of the mausoleum. I don't know how big these things really are, but this was a decent sized mausoleum. But I kind of
Is
like.
there some mausoleums like go deeper in the ground, or am I just?
I assumed that all mausoleums were above ground and just held like maybe a family, like a husband, wife, and maybe their kids or whatever, and that's what's in these mausoleums. But this was a pretty big one.
Creepy is that? How creepy is that? Like my whole family's in this little building. That's just creepy to me. Just bury me in the ground or fucking burn me and throw me out. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand the mausoleum. I guess it's more medieval time kind of deal,
Probably.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, there's probably some history to it. But yeah, like I said, the way this looked on the inside, the way it was lit, they had the different card lighting, kind of like an Italian horror film. But I thought it looked really good. Kind of, kind of creepy looking,
It
and
did.
Of course, the casket that's in there, or the whatever it's on the casket, the concrete box they put the casket in is in there, and of course it slowly opens.
Yeah, that I never understand in movies where they're just like, yeah, help me push it, and then they can just push that lid off of there. I don't think that would be that fucking easy. I'm
Probably
sorry.
not.
But anyway, go ahead.
I just noticed like the cover of Mausoleum is kind of misleading. Like, I was expecting to see that skeleton person, and I didn't.
Very misleading. I wonder why they would do that.
Well, what's funny is a lot of those older movies, and I'm sorry to go off topic a little bit, but there's a movie that I think everybody should watch. It's a documentary, and it's called Adjust Your Tracking. And these guys, they go and they have big VHS collections. Now, long story dumb, what it is people find these art, they look for the art on the box, and they're like, oh, cool. This says zombie motorcycle murder mayhem or something. And there's nothing to do with any of it on there. It was just a marketing thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. I suggest you check it out. I mean,
I've heard of that. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's on Tubi, I think, or something. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just thought of that. I'm like,
that's fine.
That reminded me of the cover debacle,
Yeah, because and for a movie called Mausoleum, it really doesn't take place hardly in a mausoleum.
Well, the mausoleum is what sets everything off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in there, and I guess she cuts her finger on something. I guess part of the.
Actually, I think I got this movie mixed up with another movie, because I thought this movie was taking place in the graveyard, and I think I was thinking about, what's that one called, like Mortuary or something?
Mortuary, yeah.
Yeah.
I might have been thinking of that. I fucked up.
Yeah.
This movie wasn't bad, but.
Yeah. So so she cuts her finger, and then now we do like a time jump. She's older now. And I
called
think
her Suzanne Summers for some reason.
Did you?
I don't know why.
She kind of had that, I guess that look maybe a little bit, especially in that first scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see it. Or that the discotheque.
But yeah, well, first we meet her husband at the.
Oh yeah.
Because she's at home, and her husband comes in. The guy looks like a discount Great American Hero.
Yeah.
A great value American hero, if you will.
I was like, I couldn't put my finger on it, dude, and you hit it on the head. I was like, what does this dude look like?
My God, his name is Marjo Gortner.
Yeah, he's been in some other things that I've kind of recognized him from, but
his name is that. He had like a regular name, like Joe Smith. Like, no, that name will never sell. Marjo Gortner.
Believe it or not, I'm in Mausoleum.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, my name is Marjo Gortner.
But I think we have some isn't there like the aunt or her aunt is like It's like overdubbed. I guess she's talking to the shrink or something, talking about how she notices that she's gone through the same thing that her mother did.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
like,
Overdubbed.
well, yeah, the shrink's totally like blowing her off. She's like,
Like,
here, read
whatever.
all this stuff. And he's like, it looks like he's like, I ain't fucking reading nothing.
He's like, here, read these.
I
papers."
tell you to read.
Can I get this on audio book or what?
Yeah.
Okay, anything that a psychiatrist has to say and it's on an audiobook, do not drive and listen to it.
Yeah.
You will die.
Yeah, so the husband comes home from whatever job he has, because I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Um,
Rich.
Big. Well, he has a goddamn mansion.
yeah, they have a. Well, I think that was her mom. I think that was her mom's house. That's
Cocaine-
what got
cocaine
left to her.
assist.
That was the
Oh,
estate.
so
that
he's
got
like a
left.
cashier or something.
Yeah.
At the Safeway
He's
or
a
something.
manager. He's a manager at the gas station.
I'm the manager of this gas station.
I say what goes here. I get the hours.
Oh,
So
Lord.
whenever he shows up, I can't remember exactly what was happening. I just know that they decide to go out for the night. I guess. They're gonna
Oh,
go
yeah.
dance. They're gonna go
that
dance.
disco.
drunk guy.
They're gonna go to the disco.
Yeah.
And then
Kitty Loggins.
yeah, well, no, I was gonna say at this point, this is when we find out that Grizzly Adams is a date rapist.
Yeah. What? That whole scene, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Like, I'm pretty sure that was Grizzly Adams.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
positive.
supposed to
it
be
was.
nice and kind.
But I guess that's what happens when you live in the woods with a grizzly for so
Wait,
long, and
Is
you
that
come
the guy
back.
that,
Yeah,
like,
he's
bumps- Is that the guy that bumps into him?
yeah,
Yeah.
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 He's looking at Susan, and I guess his wife girlfriend doesn't like him looking at someone, and she's had enough, so she leaves him.
Yeah.
And then we get to the worst scene of the movie, and that is white people dancing.
Time
Which
to
was
cut a
horrible.
rug.
That's why I don't bother.
You what?
I'll do the Macarena, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Like, is
I'm
Billy having a seizure in the corner? What's going on?
Or I'll do the Charlie Brown dance.
There you go.
I only do line dancing. That's it.
Yeah. Stay
But yeah,
safe.
so whenever
Hmm.
I've never gone to a restaurant or bar or a disco and had work call me there. But that, like, how did they know he was there?
Hey, those
Back in the day,
Hostess
they had to
cupcakes
tell 'em-
don't stack themselves, man. I mean, they gotta keep that shit in stock at the gas station.
They call him, dude, the guy got some gas, didn't even pay for it.
Yeah, I can't get the safe open. I need a break of 50.
Yeah, I mean, bring a 50. Isn't it crazy that back in the day you could, like, get gas and just bail? You remember that?
Yeah, you didn't have to prepay at all.
Yeah, they were. Well, that's why we're screwed now.
Yeah.
Because of all those people.
No, but like, so they're on the dance floor and convulsing or something. And that's
They all had
whenever,
seizures.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
and that's when they, the maitre d' comes to him and says, phone call for you. And he leaves, and
How
that's
do you know
when
that's him?
I have no idea. I'm just,
He always gets called there, man.
yeah, I guess he's the, they're probably thinking, I wish they would stop calling this guy here.
Yeah.
He's tying up our phone.
Like, what the hell,
He's the
man?
regular.
Yeah, but that's whenever he leaves to take the phone call, that's when Grizzly Adams comes on the dance floor and just like grabs Susan, like.
Like, hey, what's up, baby?
And then, another thing too was, am I the only one who was expecting the killer from New Year's Evil to walk into this place?
Yes, man, I wanted that.
Just as like a connected universe in the background,
That's
trying
that
to pick
should
up
have happened.
chicks.
Same director and everything.
Yeah. But when he comes back, I guess he has. I'm assuming he's some kind of contractor, because he has his customer has a contracts that they're ready to be signed at 11 o'clock at night,
God. Okay.
and they have to leave. And then when they go outside, they cut in line of this older couple waiting on their car. to be dropped off.
Total dick move.
Yeah, total.
And that's whenever Grizzly Adams comes stumbling out and bumps into him.
He did it so weirdly. I thought, I was like, what the fuck? This dude can't act. Like,
He can't act drunk is what the problem
Yeah.
was. Because he wasn't that drunk inside. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess now that you have to bump into somebody, now he's trying to act like he can't walk.
Felt that cold
And
air. I was
he
like, oh,
didn't
God.
pull it off, yeah.
And yeah, just let him walk to his car, you know.
He's like, what the
Can't even
fuck?
walk
Fuck out of here. That guy's drunk.
Yeah, nobody tried to take his keys or anything.
No one cared.
Friends let
Well, he
friends
was an
drive
asshole. So.
back then.
I'm Kenny Loggins. Welcome to Jackass. I'm gonna drive this car drunk.
How many of you wrote a hit for Top Gun? None? All right.
So this is where we get her first, I guess, the first appearance of her that she has powers and she can make her eyes glow green, and she sets his car on fire.
Yeah.
And the husband runs up to try to save him, but he doesn't really try hard enough, I would think.
Hey, Loggins, I'm gonna piss this David off.
Yeah.
Now, that whole scene when he's being burned alive in that car, and then the husband, instead, he tells her, yeah, just wait here. And he goes, the first thing he does, he's trying to open the door. Never touch a handle. I mean, these are older cars. This was in the 80s, okay? So these were actually made out of metal. So that's going to be pretty fucking hot.
Pretty hot, yeah.
You think you would draw back, like kind of make it a little bit more realistic, I would have grabbed like something and busted a window or something.
See, that's what I couldn't understand. Like, why don't they just break the window? Like, that would have been... Did she put some kind of spell on it to where the window wouldn't break? Or did she just set the car on fire? I don't know.
No, that's how strong the windows were back then.
Yeah.
You couldn't break them.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so the husband, he backs up all the way to a wall, and the car explodes.
Oh my God, that car sucks. Back to a boom.
I like how cars in the 80s and movies, when they blow up, it looks like they have like a whole case of dynamite or something. They're like, God bless, what the hell?
Yeah, so they go home. I
Don't
can't
make them
remember.
like the 80s.
Yeah. Whenever they go home, I mean, I guess, does it show them? I guess it just shows the next morning, right?
Yeah.
And when we meet the gardener.
The creepy gardener.
Oh, like, the look on it is like he knew that it was going to happen. It's like, she couldn't resist.
Yeah. I couldn't figure out why he kept his belly button exposed. He had a button down, but he had the bottom buttons open where his belly button would stick out.
Let me tell you a secret, son. Girls go crazy for the belly button.
You see
The
these
windows
dress
to your
clippings?
stomach.
Well, see, this was like a weird, because I guess he's looking at him through the window, creepily.
Mm-hmm.
And, but whenever he, I guess, comes to the door, I guess like he had just shown up for that day or whatever, I can't remember. He's like staring at her. And the husband even says to her, like, I think Ben has the hots for you, and it's just like, he didn't think it was weird or anything, you know what I'm saying?
He's
Almost
like,
he's
yeah.
joking about it,
Well, I mean, he has a hot wife and a giant mansion, show it off, dude.
Right, I guess, yeah.
He's like, this guy's a gardener.
Yeah.
What
a
loser.
That dude had a belly button that she just couldn't resist.
No,
I guess that's what it was. It was the belly button. Yeah, I noticed that they say his name. He calls him, I'm pretty sure it's Ben. But in the opening credits, it just has him listed as Gardner. Like, they don't even list his name in the opening credits. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they were like, he told him, he's like, my name's Ben in this, right? It's not Gardner. I'm not going to be in the movie if I'm not named.
Yeah, no shit.
So he said his name was Ben. Actors went with it. But
Yeah, right here he is.
The movie were like, nah, dude, you're a gardener.
Maurice Sherbani played Ben the gardener.
Was he Italian?
I'm not for sure. Let's find out.
Maybe he was Italian. He's like, oh, the girls, they can't resist the belly button.
The girls,
Oh,
I can't. They can't resist the way I garden.
I don't know where he was from. It doesn't say
well,
on his page where he
we'll
was
say
from.
he's Italian
We'll say he's Italian, yeah, so we can
or
do
some kind of Spanish. No,
In
I'm
the
just-
gardener, Maurice Germain.
that. Yeah, but I guess he's trying to remember
Anyway,
exactly what.
his picture on here is funny. He's like staring through a door
It's from that's
of
the
the
only
movie,
scene.
right?
Yeah,
Hey, I'm just
What do you-
peeping on you.
yeah, when he's watching them.
Yeah,
And he's been in so many other stuff, but they have that picture
yeah.
as a creep.
What was it? A throwback to New Year's Evil? Wasn't there like someone they didn't even have his? They had his picture with the
It was
mask
the one with
on
the
it.
mask, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's been in a bunch of other stuff.
So yeah, Ben's like staring at her. She like shows some titty to Ben.
No, I remember now. He's
No.
he's there to remove a stump, and he's in the backyard working.
Yeah.
And she goes upstairs, and
Gets all sexy.
she gets naked, and then puts a towel on her, and then walks out to the
She's
third floor
"Check
balcony."
this out."
Yeah, and she starts like slowly dropping the towel.
Well, and before that, just to rewind it a little bit, before that was the most unnecessary montage of a man working on a yard that I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah.
He's like, it even shows him eating a sandwich and then fucking taking a nap. I'm like, what the hell? Why are we watching this?
Wasn't he reading? He was reading a book at one point too.
Yeah,
wasn't
he was.
We need some filler. This movie's not long enough.
Yeah. Go ahead and film him just working and then reading a book and eating his lunch and then taking a nap on the docks. I'm like, what the hell is this? Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, she seduces him with the little, hey, check this out.
Yeah. Look at these. So
Yeah.
Look at these itty bitty kitty. Here.
He's like, oh my goodness.
Oh, my rays have come early. It's come early. But yeah,
But she takes him,
they get it on.
well, I don't know if that happens yet or not.
No,
I was thinking
Yeah.
something else happened.
it's all.
He meets her. They start making out. I'm pretty sure, and then like it cuts and it goes to them just like laying down. I think he's like talking about like, oh, that was great. And he's like, you want to do it again? And he's like, she's not even saying anything. He's like, hey, you asleep? And then that's when she gets like the demon eyes.
And then we see
Yeah.
the demon hand like stab
She
him in the
says
face with the
something.
claws.
Yeah, she says something like, I can't remember. She says something, and she ends up killing him. It's like, why don't you just use your claws? Why do you have to use that gardening tool?
Yeah, right.
See, I don't know why did she have sex with him first before she killed him? I didn't.
Dude, you don't know about demons. Demons get horny, man.
Yeah,
I know, but
she was
doesn't
pretty
sleep
horny.
with- She didn't sleep with Grizzly Adams or
Yeah.
the following men.
Well,
that-
the gardener had a polite touch about him, I guess. I don't know. And they did it in the shed.
Yeah, it was that belly button.
was
dude.
it a shed or just a garage?
No, it was a shed, but I agree with
shed.
Billy. It was the belly button. I mean, you got to
That's-
show it, man.
I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna cut holes in all my
Man, that
t-shirts.
guy's got a clean belly button from working so hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought they hired him to remove a stump, not lay the pipe.
Yeah.
What he should have been doing was fixing those doors that kept shaking open.
Yeah, no
One-
shit.
And he was like the way he acted after he slept with her. He's all cocky. He's like, basically like, I knew this was gonna happen. No one can resist me.
Yeah.
You want to do it again? And then, oh my God, you're killing me.
Oh no, with a gardening tool, no less. When you have
Is
a
that what
big
it
claw
was?
hand.
Was it the gardening tools or was it her claws? I can't remember.
was-
No, it was the.
Yeah, it was like she was stabbing him, but like she put her hand on his face. I don't know if she scratched it or anything, but yeah, she was just like fucking him with that gardening tool. Which I was like, damn, that shit must be sharp.
Oh, poor gardener.
That was his worst fear. Killed by his own tool.
Yeah. And died doing what he loved.
Had to do with getting
with the
pussy
tool that he loved.
Yeah, the tool that he loved.
So quickly, let's talk about the maid real quick.
Best character.
Oh,
smart.
Yeah, she was from Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
Was on, I believe she was on that show 227. Her name is LaWanda Page, and she is the smartest person ever in a horror movie.
Yeah, it was great. I loved it. I loved her scene.
There's some weird shit going in this house, and she fucking leaves. She's not dealing with it.
She was like,
No, I'm gone.
Yeah, she did smart. She calmly like backed away from the cracked door, and then wait till she got down a little further. It was like, I'm out.
Yeah, one of the other, it was kind of weird. I almost felt out of place whenever she takes a shot of the out liquor or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
And it cuts to like a close up of her face, and she makes like this weird face. It almost reminded me of like a Three Stooges, like just cut up close up of the face, and that's the reaction they have to like taking a drink of like gasoline or something.
Yeah, well, if you go up the stairs and you walk down the hallway and it looks like Guar is playing a live show in a room, you need to go the other way.
Yeah. Yeah, she says no more grieving, I'm a leaving.
No more grieving.
I love that. I love
There's
her
some
scene.
strange shit going on in this house.
She's like, bye.
Oh yeah, she's got like when I look at the quotes on here, there's only 4 quotes and she's 3 of them.
Yeah, it's the best scene in the movie.
Well, the last quote is the best one when she says, "Great googly moogly."
Great googly moogly.
I think that's when she drinks takes a shot of the alcohol or something. But yeah, she left. She wasn't having anything to do with it. She was not dying for these white folks.
No.
Googly moogly.
I'm gonna start using that line now.
Oh man.
So what? I guess next is I guess we kind of go back to the aunt, right? Talking to the shrink.
She comes in. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Does she come here first, or does she go to she's like talking to the shrink? Because she tries to get. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, she does show up. She does show up at the house.
Yeah, she goes to the house and was like, "What's her name? Susan."
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, Susan. She like goes upstairs, and this is where like the lighting was weird, like at Demon Susan, the way it was shot. It was like blurry or something. It looked weird.
Yeah, it did.
And she like picked her up. She's like, "Oh no!" She doesn't run. She just stands there and is like, "No, Susan, no."
Well, this is when we get our first shot of like full demon makeup, which I thought it looked pretty good. The face really didn't. I don't know. I guess it didn't have a lot of. I don't want to say movement, but it just looked. The face just looked like a rubber mask to me.
The face kind of like, I don't know why it reminded me, but it kind of reminded me how like the faces looked on the little monsters in the gate.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of reminded me of a little bit.
Well, see, and I think like these movies that were made in the 80s were never meant to be on a 4K TV. So all of our HD TVs, we get to see. Of course, we remember when we were younger, when you watched it on a VHS, you didn't catch all this stuff. No. It was just a scary movie, and you didn't see that. Now you see it in HD, it's like you were on set. So, you're like, okay, I guess that's a monster.
Yeah, but she basically picks her on up. Well, not picks her up. She uses
magic.
She uses magic. The Force.
Yeah, the Force. Lifts her up off the floor. Now, granted, they're on this house is a 3-story house, and they're on the 3rd floor, and she drops her from like the. Well, actually, first, what happens? Her chest rips open, right?
Yes.
No, she picks her up first, and she like moves her away from like the balcony, and then she splits her open, and then you see her like kind of split open, and then that was it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It didn't show her fall.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't. Ever,
Yeah, but
I don't remember that.
the effects on that on her chest being ripped open look really good.
Yeah.
I thought so.
I was trying to look and see if there was a. Yeah, they don't really have a good picture of it, but yeah, it looked really good. It was done a good job on that one there. So at some point, the husband figures out that something's not right.
Something ain't right.
I don't know what happened. She usually don't have sex, but she had sex with me. This is not right.
Yeah, she's usually sleeping with a gardener, and now she wants me, and
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't have that guy's belly button.
Well, there was
How come
another.
she smells like gasoline
Yeah,
from the shed.
there was another scene that happened before this where I guess she has like a nightmare, and there's a shot of her where she's, I guess, possessed, but it's not the full makeup. She's just kind of looks like she's maybe outside, like under a tree, kind of, and the makeup is just like teeth, and then maybe the eyes. But the way they lit that was creepier than the full. Like they should have just done that the whole time
Yeah.
instead of doing the. Here's the. Let me see if I can share this. But I thought this looked creepier than what they had with the full the full makeup that they done for the demon.
I know it's kind of off topic, but I think the best demon makeup to me is Night of the Demons.
Yes. Night of the Demons was badass. Still is badass.
Yeah. I even like the second one. Never saw the third one. And there's a few more. I've only seen the first two.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a third one either, and then I saw that, and I was like, okay, I'm not. I didn't even dare go there. So maybe one day I will.
For the longest time, I liked the second one just a little bit better than the first.
I think I saw part 3, but I can't remember because I want to say it's the one that had the nun in it.
And isn't the second one's when she like turns into like a snake kind of monster, right? Pretty sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe so.
All right, let me see if I can get this to work here. I guess it's not going to work. Anyway, if I get to work, I'll show it. But yeah, so back to, I think her husband sees her setting. Doesn't he see her setting somewhere? And he
Yes.
sees
And
that
he
her eyes
hears
are
her,
green.
or does he like hear like talk? She's like, "Who the fuck you talk?" Oh, that was later, wasn't it? Or was that before? Where he's like, "I thought I heard you talking to somebody."
Oh yeah, that was earlier. That was whenever because he comes downstairs and that's when he has the interaction with the gardener.
Oh,
And
okay.
and that's when he does the whole I think he likes shit type thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it goes. The husband thinks he sees something, and then the maid or the housekeeper, she sees all that crazy shit, and then the aunt dies, and then I think what's her name ends up going to the what is it, psychiatrist.
Yeah, but see, I thought the husband called him.
Oh yeah, he did. He called him
Oh,
like
yeah.
in the middle of the fucking night or something.
He's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, can I help you?
And then, yeah, he's like, "Get some sleep." And he was like, "Thanks, Doc. You really helped." And it's like, no, he didn't. He told
No,
you
he
to go to
didn't.
fucking bed.
Yeah, let me know if you guys can see that in the chat window there.
Yes.
Yeah, see that right there? I thought that was creepier than they should have just done that little bit of makeup there through the whole movie. Or not the whole movie, but instead of doing the full demon.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's like it did feel like the makeup each time was a little different. Like they couldn't remember. Like,
That,
what we
or
did.
maybe it was supposed to have been like her possession was growing in stages or something, maybe, and it just didn't really
Yeah, I could
turn
see
out
that.
well. Yeah, I'm saying. But she goes to see the shrink, and he's gonna hypnotize her.
Yes, which it goes weird. It's like, where does she start off? She's like, she goes right to being a little kid. Like
Yeah, right back to when
the
she's at her
Muslim.
mom's grave. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
with no like. I mean, I don't know how hypnosis works, but I'm sure he would have to, say things to get her to go back to that point.
yeah.
Where
Usually on different
she just goes
movies
right
you see
there.
that.
Yeah, and then, and I guess he's also been reading like, I guess her family has some kind of history that he's been reading like diaries, right?
It's the shit the aunt gave him, isn't it?
Yeah, and I guess he figures out that. Or no, this is the first time because like her eyes turn green and she does the voice. And
Yeah,
that's whenever
'cause-
he realizes I got to get somebody else on this.
He's like, I need to call someone.
Yeah, anyone else. Now, but I'm not sure who he calls. I don't know if she's like if that person that he calls is another shrink, or she almost sounds like she's an expert in demon possession.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, you're right. He does call that lady.
And I guess they kind of figure out that for some reason, and I don't know why, but this guy is the most dedicated. Like, I don't know why he has to fight the demon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's the hero we need, but the hero we don't deserve.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Any other shrink would have been like, "Look, I'm going out of
Like,
town.
is there-
I'm going to refer you to someone
I
else
get paid
while I'm
this
gone."
much.
Yeah.
Like, get a priest or something, or the Warrens or someone. I mean, people that deal with this shit. What are you doing? You just
Yeah,
stepped out of his element, you know?
Yeah, this guy is ready to fight demons.
Well, she is
Um,
kind of hot,
He's
so
ready
I do
to
see
fuck
what he's
shit
doing.
up.
Yeah. Yeah, she was very attractive. Her eyes, she had really attractive eyes. I noticed that whenever I was watching it. That and in Ghoulies, when you see her in Ghoulies, something
Yeah.
about her eyes are really attractive, even without the green light on them. But I guess she starts getting worse. Oh, actually, we have another kill because a delivery boy shows up with it. He's bringing a tree, right?
Yeah.
Some kind of bush,
This was pretty funny, I thought.
and she opens the door in her lingerie. So I guess that's what she wears that all day. Yeah, if she's not going disco and she
That's all
wears
she has.
lingerie. Yeah, she has no other clothes.
This is my lounge about wear.
Yeah.
My answering door clothes.
That's how I answer the door. Yeah, so this part, this scene here was almost, this could have been a scene in a porno. You know what I'm saying? Just
Oh, definitely.
switch him out with
Yeah.
the pizza delivery guy.
That's what it was. Like,
Hey,
what?
I'm bringing you a
Change
sausage,
it. Like someone
Yeah.
ordered a sausage. Yeah, I did, but I don't have any money. So why the fuck did you order a pizza?
But this guy's delivering wood. He's delivering his wood to her. But I guess she tries to tell him, no, you're mistaken. We didn't order that. And I guess
Gets on the phone. Yeah.
well, I guess the sane thing to do would be like, all right, I guess I'll take it back. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you
It's
that
a
you
fucking
did or
tree.
didn't order this tree.
Just
Or-
leave it wherever.
Yeah. But no, she insists that he comes in and calls the company
Yeah.
to get this matter
He
fixed
probably
right.
buys them out. I'm about to get some pussy.
So,
Wow, that's why he came in.
well, yeah, so they go in, and that's what he does. He immediately starts groping, right? I mean, this guy, like everybody in this movie is a rapist. It's ridiculous. And she's like, no, you call your company first.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm not
Then-
paying for
then
that
you can-
tree.
We could fuck, but I'm not paying for a tree I didn't want.
Yeah, so he gets on the phone, and that's, of course, now she gets all demon, and her eyes turn green.
Slits his head open or some shit, or
Well, his, I guess his ear starts bleeding. I don't know if it ever shows his head completely. It's just
yeah,
like
it shows
blood.
it, but it looked weird how it, like the way it was happening and the way it looked. I don't know. I was like, And it
Well,
looks
see,
weird.
I kind of noticed at the beginning, because at the beginning of the movie, when she's in there as a little girl, remember there's another guy that runs in the mausoleum, and there's like kind of a shadow on the wall that I guess starts doing the same thing to that guy, making his head ring, and when he runs out, his head starts smoking, and then it cuts away, and then cuts back to the back of his head being blown out. So I'm thinking that they done some kind of head explosion, a special effect, and it didn't look right. So I guess they just cut it out. And I'm just wondering if that's what happened with this scene also.
That was in the real cut of the movie, not the Betamax version.
Right? Yeah.
I've never seen that version.
Yeah. But anyway, she kills this
I
guy.
think you're right.
Yeah. She kills the delivery guy. I don't know what she's doing with his vehicle. I don't know how she's hiding that from her husband.
Shit, I don't know.
She ate
I
it.
want to know what happened to the tree. Did it go back?
She probably kept it.
Yeah.
She was so
She probably
concerned
did.
about
She probably did order it.
it.
Killed him.
So like,
Yeah,
oh
but-
wait, I
Buried
did.
him underneath the tree.
Yeah. Yeah, we have some more. I guess we have some more exposition with the shrink and whoever he called. Talking about how he has to go, and I don't know how she knows all this, but I guess he has to go into the mausoleum, get a crown of thorns that's in her, and place it on her head to get rid of the demon. And then at this point, she is so possessed now that she's just buying expensive art willy-nilly, and her husband's not happy about it.
Yeah, she goes on a shopping spree and she throws tantrums at the house and acting weird. And then it's weird how she acts.
Yeah. Of course, when she goes to the mall, we have like another montage of her walking through the mall, and I think there's other voiceover. I think it's a voiceover of that's when we find out the shrink finds out what he has to do. Is that, and then of course we see her go into that art store, and she's wanting to get this painting, which the guy says has already been sold. He can't sell it to her.
Yeah.
So she takes it. She grabs the painting and runs out with it. And the that art store owner starts screaming. And he sounds like the squeaky teen voice from The Simpsons.
Hey, come back! You know
Hey.
what the? Why in the hell? This is the part that I had a question on. Why did the husband flip out about that picture? Like, what was wrong with it? It just looked like regular art, and he's like, "Why do you have this?" Like it was some sort of pornography or something. Like you.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
it was
maybe
funny.
it was. I guess it was. I don't know. I guess the catalyst for him to realize that something's wrong with her. I guess.
Like, you don't like this kind of art?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, when she kills the art store owner, she again picks him up with telekinesis or whatever it's called.
Oh, that's
First
right.
she was
Yeah, yeah.
choking- She was choking him first, wasn't she?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think.
But she,
choking him,
like-
she lifted him up. No
Yeah,
one
she
would,
lifts
like,
him
even
up to
notice.
Yeah,
He was
there's a
making
lot of people just standing around like, oh, that's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they start seeing him
Oh.
like once he's over the edge. You're like, oh my god,
We got another floater instead of a jumper.
got another
Yeah.
floater.
I don't know why people always float around that blonde chick and just die.
Yeah, but she drops him and he falls onto I don't know what it is. Some kind of
Something
like
sharp.
like a big big spike or something.
I think it was a piece of art down there. Killed
Maybe.
by what he loved.
He killed everybody in this movie. Killed by what they loved.
Pussy killed the gardener.
Like the gardener
I'm just
loved
kidding.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite spade. Don't kill me with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give me that hoe, you hoe.
I'd be killed by dogs. Like, no.
What the hell was that he felt? Yeah, it was a piece of art or something.
I don't know what it was supposed to have been.
That
All I
art,
know
like
is it
you
looks
said,
pretty
in
wicked.
my art killed somebody. Now it's
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see the body hit or anything, but it was still the afterwards of special
Yeah.
effects were pretty good.
it's very bloody.
And I guess she goes home. Well, no, she's
Yeah.
already home from the mall because that's whenever he comes in and starts freaking out. But she bought a painting or whatever. No one's worried about the gardener or the maid.
Nah.
Yeah, they don't care where they're at.
And then, is that when he like has her go to the psychiatrist?
No, she's already been to the
Yeah,
psychiatrist.
she's already been to the psychiatrist.
Oh,
No, he flips out about the painting, like, why the hell do you have this and all that? And she yells at him and breaks shit around and all that. And then,
Yeah, she starts breaking dishes. I forgot about that.
yeah, she breaks like dishes and gets mad at him and then storms off. And then I guess he goes to find her and she's in the bathtub.
oh yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry. She's like, it's cool. Here's some titties.
Yeah.
Start making out.
Well, yeah, they stand there because well at this point too during the scene of them in the bathroom, it cuts back and forth
Yeah.
between that and the shrink
Yeah.
driving
to
to
the
the
mausoleum.
mausoleum so he can break
Yeah.
in and get the crown of thorns because that's what shrinks do.
Yep.
Go above and beyond.
Yeah, so it keeps kind of cutting back and forth, and yeah, of course they're just standing there kind of hugging, kissing a little bit, whatever. And I guess she starts to sense that the shrink is in the morgue. I don't know how she's connected to it, or not the morgue, but the mausoleum.
Yeah.
I guess she's connected with. I don't know because because like I don't, it doesn't make sense. But anyway, she knows some reason for somehow that he's in there, and that's whenever her husband starts screaming.
Yeah.
And whenever he backs away from her, we see that his chest is torn open. This was really good special effects. This is probably the best special effects of the film because you can just see like meat and his ribs are kind of sticking out.
Yes, that I agree, man. That scene
Hey, I
right
thought
there.
I thought she
best.
was squeezing him. That's what I thought.
Yeah, me too. But nope. It was something different.
We look at her, see her demon face. The camera pans down, and she has demon titties.
Yes.
And they are alive.
Yes, they have faces on them, faces on her titties with teeth. I don't know who came up with this, but it was awesome.
Yes. The
I
best.
hope that person's still working. I hope he's still making movies.
We need more demon face titties,
Titties
in the
that's what we
world.
need, yeah,
In all of our movies.
right.
Hobbs and Shaw, demon titties.
There you
Damn.
go. Yeah, so the shrink gets the crown of thorns, I guess, is what they said it was. Drives to the house, goes upstairs, and this is where we find out she has like this. I guess this was her room as a kid. This is where she has all the bodies hid.
And it's all cobwebby.
It's all cobwebby, like it's 1,000 years old. I don't know. Well, the maid did
Even
leave,
time
so
ages. Yeah.
yeah. Plus the maid
Yes.
left, so you know it's gonna get.
Yeah, it's
There's
going to be a
nobody
little
doing that.
dusty.
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of they don't have like a battle or anything. He just kind of walks in the room and she's sitting on the floor. I think she has a crib or something. She's playing with like a baby doll.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
playing with a doll of some sort.
Yeah, and he puts the crown of thorns on her head, and she turns back into the full demon. And then does she walk all the way back to the mausoleum?
Doesn't she split open or something?
Oh no!
She
Yeah,
split,
you're right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It does split open.
Yeah,
Right.
he says something, doesn't he? And she's like, no, or something happens. And she ends up splitting from the demon. I think the demon ends up leaving or doing whatever. And then
Yeah.
she's laying there. He wakes her up and he says, you got to finish this or some shit.
Yeah, because the demon now for some reason just appears in the mausoleum,
Yeah.
and it's trying to get back to the casket. And I guess he takes her there.
I had to watch this twice because I didn't really get it at first. Cause
Yeah.
I guess the noise like really got to me during this scene. I was like, wait, did she just like hold that demon's hand and put it back in there. Like, I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
There was a lot of back and forth in between these scenes. Like, that's a lot of work. Why didn't you just grab her and take her to the mausoleum and with you?
Yeah, just do it there instead of
Yeah.
waiting. And of course,
Super-
yeah, when she's in there, I guess they get back in there. She turns back into. We see her as a girl again, like the little girl again.
yeah.
So, and again, I don't know. I really can't figure out if her family's connected to that mausoleum and that demon, and it's the same thing that happened to her mom.
That's what I got out of it.
I mean, that's what the that's what it says on here is the synopsis is traumatized by her mother's death. Young Susan is being possessed by the same demon that possessed her mother. But I still couldn't figure out the connect. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
just
yeah,
with
like
the family.
how
You know what I'm saying?
Like what the hell? Yeah, how did this family become the one that always gets possessed, like the women?
Yeah.
That does. You're right. It that's a big blank space there.
We need answers.
I don't think we're gonna get them on this one.
Nah.
But yeah, so
we got the real version.
yeah, they put the demon back to rest, and roll credits on that one there.
There we go. Demon put back in the box.
They're like,
So
you've done enough killing. Go back to bed.
So, any final thoughts on this one?
It wasn't boring. Like I said, the only problem I really had was sound at times.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. I also had, whenever I watched it, I could see a bunch of like green, like dots and dust all over the screen. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Also,
Probably when he was when Billy was saying about the scene when it shows her as a demon, like in the I guess on the stairwell, where it was kind of grainy looking and
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
Yeah.
That was weird.
so would you recommend this one, Billy, to anybody else?
Yeah. If it's want a movie just to drink some beers to, laugh at, this is the movie for you.
All right, Mr. Poe, what final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I would recommend it just for the, I guess, the nostalgic factor, and maybe kind of if you're, interested in what John Carl Buechler did, yeah, watch these movies, see what he, get some history behind it,
Yeah, because this probably would have been one of his first movies, right? 83. So
yeah. So yeah, I'd recommend it just for and like Billy said, get some beers and have some friends over and have a good time. It's not a boring movie.
No, it's definitely not. Like I said, I'd seen it when it came out in '83, and I thought it was just gonna be I had nostalgic moments for it, and hate it this time when I watched it. But no, I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to try to track down the DVD release of it. I don't know where I could find that at. But here's some interesting facts on this one. So this was produced by the Yuppie Don, Michael Fornese, he was a Colombian crime. He was a part of the Colombian crime family.
Oh, really?
And this movie was a form of money laundering.
Oh, that's crazy. That's
And then
hey,
here's
my
probably
cousin Finney wants to make a movie. What I mean? We're gonna make a movie. What is it called? It's called Mausoleum, man.
it's got demons.
Damn Mausoleum! There's gonna be no skeleton guy. He's just gonna be on the cover. On a cigar.
But this right here,
Go ahead.
this right here has got to be the weirdest trivia for any movie ever. So on the DVD commentary, Bobby Breese, which is the leading actress, revealed that producers set up bleachers for the crew members to watch the filming of her sex scene.
Nice.
Huh.
So no closed set. They actually brought in seats for everybody to sit in.
Yes, look at
Hey,
it.
Joey,
Look
got
at the
popcorn back there.
titties with the soap.
You need to set up the bleachers for the sex scene, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy, throw the peanuts.
This movie's gonna be a big hit of My Name's Not Salad Finger.
Yeah.
That is the best director name I ever heard, Salad Finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, but again, I mean, I really enjoyed this movie. I really want to find the DVD copy just to have as like, because like I said, I saw this movie when I was a kid.
Yeah, for sure.
I believe it's
They
7
should
years
have it.
old. 7 years old when this came out,
Dying.
and went to the video store, saw it on the shelf. Parents let me take it home and watch it.
Back in the good old days when you can just rent a movie full of gore and nudity and no one batted an eye.
Yeah,
And you
and
could
you're
have been
watching
7
it with
years
your
old.
parents,
Yeah.
What was weird in my house, I could watch like horror movies and stuff like that, but like, God forbid me watch Beavis and fucking Butthead. As a
Right,
child.
but that's
Are you kidding me?
because that rotted your brain.
Yeah.
Hell, I remember the first time I saw Hellraiser was with my grandmother.
That is awesome.
So,
He had an awesome grandma. Mine would have probably taken me to church and said, "Save this boy." She
So,
saw what
yeah.
I watched.
yeah, so Mausoleum, 1983. I love it. I'm just gonna say it now. It's great.
Yeah, it was cool.
Fun ride it was. That should be the tagline for
There's no skeleton monster.
it.
I just get a kick out of the money laundering, and they just had a field day setting up bleachers during nude
Bleachers.
scenes and
The
shit.
sex scene, yeah.
Oh my god.
So, have you guys seen anything new? Anything new to
Zombieland,
you? Anything interesting?
Zombieland, Double
I
Tap.
haven't seen the trailer yet for that one.
I don't know how I feel about it. Probably
Is it-
definitely not gonna be as good as the first one.
It's just gonna be the same.
No, it's a little different. I just don't know. It
Yeah,
didn't give me the same vibes the original did.
I'm on the same page with you, man. I'm like,
I think
I
it's a
don't know.
movie that should have left alone as the first one.
oh well.
We could be wrong, but the trailer didn't really.
I am interested in watching that show called The Boys. It's on Amazon Prime. It's like the guys that come. The superhero team that comes in. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really good. Actually, Slipknot has I guess their new song is on the soundtrack, and they have their video. They just released a video, I think, yesterday, and it has stuff from that show on it.
Shit.
Looks really gory. Like the show looks gory as fuck.
Well, if Amazon renews your show without even premiering it like to the masses, and you already get a second season, it's got to be worth a shit. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
So,
I think it comes out next month. I think it's August something.
it might be, but yeah, I'm looking
What?
forward to watching that one.
Watching what?
The Boys.
The Boys.
Oh, it's already out.
Oh,
it
is it
is?
already out? I thought it came out. I
Yeah, it's
thought it was
already out on
next month.
Amazon.
Cool.
Well, what
There's
are we
only
doing talking
8
about
episodes.
Mausoleum?
Yeah.
There's
We've been
only
busy
8
watching
episodes.
Mausoleum.
Yeah, it's that.
There's only 8 episodes total, or that's all
I think that's all there is 8 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Now, I do think there's something coming out that's also interesting is the Creep Show TV, the TV show that's going to Shudder. I saw the trailer to that. And
Yeah, I saw
that
the
looks
trailer,
pretty
too. It looks like
freaking
it's
cool.
pretty good. I know.
Yeah.
I think Tom Savini wrote or directed the first episode, I believe.
Oh, shit. Shit, you got Tom Savini. You're good.
So I might have to get Shudder now.
Greg Nicotero.
Yeah.
He's in charge of the series. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's the one that brought it back. I guess
Yeah.
he's like a producer on it.
And there is a video game that came out. I downloaded it. It's only for PS4, but it's called Don't Even Think. And it's kind of like PUBG, but there's werewolves in it. It's pretty cool. I tried it out.
PUBG
today.
with werewolves.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you parachute down and you go and you collect weapons and you have to fight other people, and then one player is the werewolf, and that just can fuck everybody up. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool looking.
I just
Sounds
got done
interesting.
playing.
Or pretty fun,
Last
actually. I
of Us.
played it a little bit. Last of Us again.
Yeah, for the 20th time.
Dang.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't even try that one out.
Oh, dude, it's great. It's one of the best games, I think. Plus, I still need to finish the Resident Evil 2 remake game. I got to a certain part, and, like, it gave me real bad anxiety. I was like, I don't know if I could do this.
Oh, man. But I think that's it for me. I mean, there's so much crap that's come out.
Yeah, no, I
It's
haven't.
Comic-Con.
I haven't had a chance. I haven't watched anything new.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I haven't seen. I mean, I saw some trailers last week, but I haven't seen anything new as far as this week. I'm not really watching anything. Well, I started watching. It's on Hulu. It's the 11/23 or 11/22/63. It's written by Stephen King.
Oh, yes. Yes.
It's a really good show. If you because I finished Castle Rock and then saw that one on there. I started watching it. It's really good. I can recommend that one to you.
Here's the thing. Marvel's making their first horror movie, Marvel movie, and it's called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yep, Doctor Strange and the Scarlet Witch are going to be in it.
Okay. Oh.
And I heard that Daredevil might appear in Doctor Strange too, also.
Why would Daredevil show up in Doctor Strange? Like, why would that be the one to have him show up in?
Well, they said because Doctor Strange, I guess, is in New York, and Daredevil is from New York. But he said he's either going to show up in Spider-Man 3 or Doctor Strange 2.
I guess that makes sense.
But I doubt he's going to be in it. I don't know. Like, I don't know what. Don't know if
Well,
they're
they
gonna
are.
recast. I hope they don't recast the guy who played Daredevil. I thought he did really good.
But they are. There's a new Blade coming out. They're redoing Blade.
Yeah. The guy they picked is Blade. Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
he's
He
gonna be
is.
awesome. He was really good in
True Detective.
Luke Cage. I didn't get to see that episode, that season of True Detective, but he was in Luke Cage and he was awesome in it.
He was also in Moonlight, where he won an Academy Award.
There you go.
Yeah, they did good on that. They did good on that choice.
All right, so Billy, where can everybody find you on the internet?
Assault Wizard on Twitter.
And Mr. Poe, go ahead and plug away, sir. Plug away.
They can find me at they call me Mr. Poe on Twitter. Also on Instagram, same thing. Got, of course, the Poe and Grimm Podcast. Find us at Grimm Poe on Twitter. We also have a Facebook group, and also see me on B Movie TV Sundays at 8. And also have a Facebook group for that. So, and that is it.
And your next episode will be out when?
Next episode, and thank you again for coming on and talking ghoulies with us, Carrie.
No problem.
It'll be out Monday. I'm gonna
Monday.
do some editing, and yeah, it'll be released this next week. So
Okay. So everybody that's listening to this episode on Wednesday,
yeah,
go back and listen to the Ghoulies
Yes.
episode that's going to come out the previous Monday, unless something happens and it comes out Thursday.
yes.
But then you'll have to get a flux capacitor to listen
know.
to it on
That's
Friday.
That's like going back and forth to Mausoleum. Like,
Yeah. No, but yeah, definitely go check out the Poe and Grimm Podcast and the I'm gonna mess up the sci-fi sideshow, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what it is.
Movie TV on the road.
And also, I want to congratulate you too. I mean, your podcast on the Slasher app. That's awesome.
Yes, we are listed on the Slasher app and their podcast page.
Yes, sir. That's awesome.
We're moving up in the world.
Yep. Inch by inch, we're getting there.
Next year we'll be remaking Mausoleum.
Yeah.
Better garden belly button. Gardener belly button.
Gardener belly buttons. Well, I say we just go ahead and make the lead a male character, and he could have a demon penis
Nice.
that like eats his wife's face off.
All right.
That's-
Sign it up.
Sounds good.
Write
All
it
right.
up.
There we go. All right. I guess we've said it. It has to happen now. So coming next year, Mausoleum, 2019.
Directed by Billy Lettucefinger.
Yeah.
Billy Lettucefinger. Not to be confused with Salad Finger.
Oh yeah, that's
With the demon penis.
Yes.
Chewing your face off.
All
All right. Well, until next time.
See y'all later.
Get you,
Later.
Barbara.
See ya.
It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. The unburied dead are coming back to life, seeking human victims.